Yes, sir, we're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you with the Marvel Legends Walmart exclusive Black Panther figure review. Let's do it.
This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini matey, I'm fucking with them. Hype beast, we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about you.
And just a quick look at the artwork on the side of the box. It is the same on the left and the right. Let's get this guy open. Alright, got Black Panther out of the package, and shout out to Pendelos Muertos on Instagram. He actually picked up this figure for me, found it at his local Walmart out in Texas. Yes, this is a Walmart exclusive. I underlined that in the opening of the video. But yeah, I'm pretty sure these popped up in Texas first for whatever reason, and it looks like they're starting to trickle out. So this is a more modern take on Black Panther. As a matter of fact, let me read the description on the back of the package. It says, T'Challa wears a glowing suit made with Vibranium technology as the warrior hero Black Panther. Yes, so this is some special Vibranium woven suit with some glowing parts on it, if I'm not mistaken. In the comic books, it kind of had like a glow to it, and I guess gave him some extra strength or abilities. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you know. Also, shout out to Cedric Williams 8997. He left me a comment on Instagram when I showed the in-package picture of this figure, and he says, "Hi, Boog. Okay, so the new variant Marvel Legends Black Panther Pink is definitely inspired by the John Tyler Christopher art from the latest Black Panther Nation Under Our Feet comic book that came out." So there you go. If that's accurate and what he says is true, then that's what it is. I think I might have a picture of some of the cover art, and I think they did do a pretty decent job of matching up this figure to his comic book counterpart. Let's take a look at that. So yeah, not bad. All right, let's get into his accessories. Out of the package, he comes with one fisted hand, and he has one hand that is open with the claws out, but I swapped on both of the fists just so I could run through this properly. Looks like this right fist has maybe some glue or some paint fused because it's not hinging for whatever reason right now. But yeah, those are the two fists. And while I have the fist on, he also comes with these sort of fluorescent pink effects here. These are the same effects that we got with Iron Fist, just colored differently. I guess this is supposed to show him kind of doing some Vibranium Hadouken or Dragon Punch or something. I don't know. I'm thinking about a scene from the comic books when he was beating up Namor, and he had on like some Vibranium sort of gauntlets or something like that. I don't know. Maybe they were trying to hint at that or replicate that. I'm not sure, but these look pretty good. I guess they would look nice with some light on them in a display. Then he's got these set of open hands with the claws kind of exposed, and these look fine. And then just taking a closer look at this head sculpt before I swap on the other. I believe the sculpts are the same. It's just that this one has these sort of pink glowing Vibranium on it, and the other one is kind of plain. I guess we can count this little necklace as an accessory as well. You can remove it. I wish it actually sat a little more flush. I saw my man Chris Lyons comment that he was going to do a little hot water trick on it to make it sit flush. I saw somebody else, I forget who it was, that said they were going to use a little epoxy to make it stick. But, you know, whatever you can do to make it work. I think this looks very similar to the way he was drawn in that comic book. I guess you could also count this as the all new, all different sort of Black Panther. Like I said, it is a modern take, but I do think they did a good job on the shape of the head. It looks good. And there's a look at the interchangeable head, the additional head, and that looks good. So you have it here without the glowing parts, and like I said, it is the same sculpt, just without the glowing parts here. I saw some people interested in trying to swap this head on some of the other Black Panthers that we've got in the past month or so. It's great to see them putting out a lot of stuff before the movie. And just taking a closer look at the deco. So like I said, all of these parts here, I guess, are supposed to be Vibranium glowing through the costume. I mean, it doesn't really look like it's glowing that much. The paint work is okay, though. I think the line work and everything is decent. I like the way the design looks here on the back. But, you know, I would have liked to see just a plain Black Panther, honestly. I do like the fact that they did this as a Walmart exclusive, though. and that it wasn't one that was released out in a regular wave. So I'm still hoping that we get another Black Panther. This particular buck is actually the Spider UK buck. It was introduced on that figure originally, and I know a lot of people are saying, you know, this is good, this is a step in the right direction for Black Panther, but we still need a Black Panther with butterfly joints, a comic accurate modern Black Panther with the butterfly joints, no question about it. But yeah, the paintwork and everything here looks pretty good. As far as articulation goes, the head is on a ball joint. It's going to look down pretty far, and you'll get them to look up pretty far as well. Turn left and right, do a full 360. You'll get some pivot on there. The shoulders are going to come up pretty far, I guess. They'll come up that far. You can do a full 360. You get an upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, a swivel and a hinge on the wrist. You get a decent ab crunch going forward. Going to go that far back. T-joint at the pelvis. The legs are going to come out that far, come up this far. You get upper thigh swivel, you get a double jointed knee, you get rotation at the upper boot, a hinge, and a pivot on the foot. So decent articulation, but still, for Black Panther, we absolutely need a butterfly joint eye. Like I've mentioned in the other reviews for the Black Panther and the Killmonger that came out in the Okoye Build-A-Figure wave, I'd like to see them explore a comic-based Black Panther on one of those bodies that have the butterfly joints. And a few quick size comparisons here. I was so intent on talking about those butterfly joints that I was hoping for and wishing for that I forgot to mention that he does have a waist swivel. So on the far left you have the first Walmart exclusive Black Panther, which is on the Bucky cap mold, and as you can see, that mold is a little smaller, and this is what I've been hoping for, to get Black Panther on a slightly larger buck. But again, without those butterfly joints, it's not really the range of motion that you would want for Black Panther. Size is right, just not quite there with the articulation just yet. And on the far right, you have Shuri from the Shuri and Claw Toys R Us exclusive pack, and I think that size works out just fine. And then there he is next to the Okoye Build-A-Figure Wave movie Black Panther on the left, and the modern Walgreens exclusive Namor on the right. I like the size between Namor and this Black Panther here, the Vibranium suit BP, but I still do think the size would work. I do think that Namor should definitely be a little larger than Black Panther, but again, we need a hybrid. We need the articulation from the BP on the far left on a more stockier, a little more girthier buck like we have here with the Spider UK. So I'm hoping for one more. Come on, Hasbro, you got to give us one more Black Panther. All right, one more size comparison. And there's Killmonger from the Okoye Build-A-Figure Wave on the far right. That is about the size that I would want. And like I said when I was reviewing the figures from that particular wave, I do like the mold, the buck of the Killmonger figure more than Black Panther from that particular wave. But, you know, again, they're teetering on giving us the perfect BP. They just didn't quite nail it just yet. Just for shits and giggles, I was trying to see how that would look just as far as the proportions go, but the head won't fully pop on the peg there. I would probably have to heat it up or maybe even Dremel this head, but I suppose if you were a customizer and you wanted to change up this body to be a regular Black Panther, you could possibly use this head. I do feel like it's just a little bit large for this body, but it could be just the fact that it's not sitting all the way flush on that neck. And it will pop on the body of the movie Black Panther here, but again, I don't know, the head still seems just a little bit on the large side, but it does fit on there and it doesn't look too bad. And finally, there it is on the first Walmart exclusive Black Panther, and the color scheme and everything matches up here. It's just that this buck is still just a little bit on the small side. The head looks just a tad bit too big. But I like the way the colors match up here. You might be able to finesse this in a little perspective shot. You can actually really push that ab crunch to the limit going forward. You can really push it in and get him crouching pretty deep on this particular buck. Yeah, I like the way that looks. That looks good. So 2018 looks as if it's already shaping up to be a great year for Marvel Legends. We already had the Okoye Build-A-Figure Wave dropping right at the top of the year. We had the Shuri and Claw 2-pack. Now we have this Black Panther Walmart exclusive. Next month in February, we're supposed to be getting a Lizard Build-A-Figure Wave right before Toy Fair. And, you know, we're going to get the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure wave this year, a couple of Deadpool waves. Things are looking very good. This figure I would definitely recommend. It is good. You do get a great range of motion, considering that, you know, they did put this buck out for a Spider-Man character. It was a Spider-Man character that was a bit more buff, so it does kind of fit for this kind of beefed up Black Panther with the Vibranium suit. But like I've said like 20 times in this review, butterfly joints. We need that, Hasbro. So please make that happen. Give us one more Black Panther with the butterfly joints. But yeah, if you see this, I wouldn't pass up on it. It's a great buck. It's something that customizers would like to get their hands on, I'm sure. And like I said, maybe just paint over all the vibranium parts and you'll have a nice, all new, all different Black Panther. So get out there, get on the hunt, find this guy. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.
That's crispy.